Hello everyone, how are you? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This is the MAURITANIan Podcast, episode 5, and today's I am hosting two special guests, also my friends, Mr. Sidi Muhammad and Mr. Yusuf. Weird to use Mr. But anyway, guys, how are you? How's it going?
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm really happy to be here.
And thank you as well, as Yusuf said, we are really thankful to be here with you. We are grateful as well to explore things with you.
Thank you, man. Do you want to go ahead and just talk about yourself? What can you say about yourself?
All right. My name is Yusuf, Muhammad Yusuf, and I'm English student.
Yeah.
I'm currently enrolled in the Hub Center, and that's all.
Yeah, me too. I'm an English learner. I teach English as well. And I think that's the only thing that interests you right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are just a couple of guys who are speaking English and learning and teaching.
A couple of guys. Try fighting yourself, bro.
Exactly. All right, guys. Let's start with this question. How can you be valuable in the Mauritanian market? And if you can to list 3 top areas and fields that, if you know them, then you're more likely to get a better salary or a better opportunities out there.
Okay. So, should I start? Okay. For me, I would give 3 reasons. Not 3 reasons, but 3 areas in which you can develop yourself in order to be valuable to the marketplace. The first thing is communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
You have to hone them, because it's really important and necessary to be able to convince, persuade.
Yeah,
To
true.
be able to argue and to be able to as well to present your ideas. Maybe they are revolutionary and people are not going to accept them first. But because of your ability to speak and to convince, you can gain people.
Okay,
over that. So
true.
that is the first thing. The second thing is that just you have to master what you do. That is the second thing. No matter what is your field, you have all the time to aspire to be a master. By being a master, you have to adopt the mentality of being a learner all the time. Don't feel satisfied. Don't settle, I would say, and all the time learn about things, about what you do, whether it is theoretical or applicable.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the second thing. The third thing is that you have to be flexible. I do believe that flexibility is not a soft skill; it's a hard skill.
Okay.
You must learn it. You have to be flexible and resilient. You have to know that there is no one way. There are many ways. So those are the 3 things I think that can allow you to be valuable to the marketplace.
Okay.
No matter where it is, whether it is in our country or in another place. So,
But what job or what field can you find that?
what do you mean?
Being eloquent and have the ability to speak properly and eloquently and convince and all that. But
Yeah.
what field that is more of what you just said related?
Yeah, it's related to communication.
Oh, communicate.
It's a
Oh, okay.
field.
Like sales too.
Yeah, and sales, I would say saleship or sales. I would say sales.
Yeah.
They require you to be a good communicator, even if you are a teacher or if you are a physicist or whatever. What is your field? You have to be able to express your ideas. Because imagine with me, if you have revolutionary ideas, but you are not going to you don't have the ability to make them come across.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I agree, 100%.
So that's what I meant, I think.
That makes sense. Yeah. And you, Yusuf?
Well, what can I add for what my teacher have said? For me, I'm not an expert, so I can share my real experience in the market.
Your humble experience.
In fact, I'm not humble. in fact, I'm not. I have a short experience in the market here. I've been in 2 to 3 different jobs in the market.
Yeah.
But those knowledge I've acquired from my education, and whether it's offline or online, have proven to me that Mauritanian market what we've learned is not applicable on the market here, on the local market here. So I'm more of into going out, actually immigration stuff.
Okay.
So I'm not convinced of the market here. By the way, I've come across a book that been a study. It's a multiple studies that have been conducted about the market here, the local market. It was really fascinating. I couldn't have the book or borrow it, but I've took a picture of it. It's very rare. It's in English, by the way.
Okay.
I have it.
What's the title of it?
I don't remember the title, but I do have it. I remember I do have a picture of it in my phone.
Okay.
So as I said before, I'm not convinced by this market that's unstable.
Yeah.
No studies have been made about it. It's a black market.
Yeah.
It's a black market. No, there is no or companies or
But at
that can share their resources with us. How do they hire people? How do they people gain experience inside those fields?
Yeah.
So it's a blank there. It's lots of questions around around it. So
I think Yusuf has brought something to my mind. I would say Yusuf said something really interesting, which is that here the market is not stable because for two reasons. One of them is that no matter how good you are in the things you do,
Yeah.
like you are not hired just because you are qualified or you know what you do. There are more things into that. But so I would say what I have given is just applicable ideas that can help you to be valuable no matter where you are. But Yusuf is correct by saying that he's not seeing those advice applicable in our market because they are not a sense of or the basis on which they select and they hire people.
Oh, okay. All right.
exactly.
So, what does that mean? So, how can someone make it here in Mauritania? How can you make it as a teacher? How can you make it as, if you're starting a project or something?
Well, as I said before, I'm not convinced by this market,
Okay.
and I don't have.
Well, convinced in what way?
Huh?
Convinced like what?
I mean, I don't. As I told you before, say that you want to enroll in a company.
Okay.
Say if it's let's say if it's any company that you ever heard of, was it banking or any field, in any field.
Yeah.
Try to access. Try to find their resources. Anyone have worked there, and search how are their let's say how they going to operate their system. How do they work? How do they pay their employees?
Okay.
All of those details and stuff are not found, are not available.
Oh.
So you're
okay.
always having lots of questions. You don't even know what is the path for going inside of that.
No.
You can rarely find someone who can give you much detail inside of you of those fields.
Yeah.
So it's not organized. It's not clear.
Yeah. There are no clear reasons why people are hired.
Yes.
Everything is chaotic.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
there is no clear
exactly.
what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've contacted several of them,
Yeah.
asking about the CV and stuff. They do not ask about CV, by the way. I've prepared my CV,
Yeah, I was gonna
organize
say.
it well, make it PDF and send it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Such a mess.
I didn't receive any
Any response?
any response from any one of them. They don't use their emails. They don't use any of this. I've tried to contact their website if they have like a Facebook page or something.
Yeah.
Contact those numbers. Sometimes they are not. They don't exist. Those
But so what do they hire based off? That's the question. Sir Muhammad?
I can tell you it's networking. Most of networking. You need to know someone from inside, and not everyone.
Yeah.
Someone from senior level inside that.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
you
good
can.
WhatsApp,
So
huh?
you can.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's my answer as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just to elaborate more, I would say, to be blatant, because this is our own reality.
Okay.
Is that here, the basis on which people are hired is not clear. I mean, it's obvious for us, but they try to make us oblivious of how they hire.
Mm-hmm.
They think that I would say they advertise to us the idea that we need to be qualified.
Yeah.
Though if we come and apply for any job, we are not going to be hired on the basis of that.
Okay. Yeah. That's a
So
problem.
it's known that you must know someone, as I said,
Yeah.
to push you a bit, and then you have
Okay.
you have your own.
Don't you think that is gotten better in comparison with just in the past?
Just
A little bit better.
you want me to be honest? I think.
To be more than
I
honest.
think things are going worse right now.
Okay.
To be honest, because here in our I'm not going to generalize, but
I can't agree.
but
more.
at least here things are not going better, and that's
Okay.
the idea.
All right. So let's just talk about something else. Okay.
Okay.
No, it's sort of related to this. If you were to start a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you invest in? Like, what would you bet on
That's
the
fair.
most
That's
for a small business?
a hard question to answer. But the idea that I have right now
Yeah.
is that here educational projects are not that much successful because here learning is not promoted. Education is not that much valuable, I would say. So if you want to make something, a business here in our country, you must think of something that is, it's normal, that is needed and demanded. Which I don't know exactly what is the project is, but I would say if you have a chance to stabilize and to establish a project that is not educational,
Yeah.
that is going to be more rewarding because our society doesn't give any sort of value to it. And this is the reality.
All
As
right.
you can see.
And Yusuf?
So how am I supposed to start a business in a place where I can't find find much information about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to run to run some surveys.
Oh yeah, surveys,
Is-
stats.
you-
Ask people, know much about the
The
the market,
market. Yeah.
about the customers, the location, all
Yeah,
of those details
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
Okay.
I need to know about the receiver, the
Yeah.
end user,
the people.
people, the customers who are in need or supposed to be in need of this.
Yeah.
How are they going to interact with this service?
Okay.
Are they going to receive it? Are they going to accept it? So all these stuff you need to be aware of before you start your business. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's not available.
All right. And so it's like, so you're saying like it's not worth it to just go there and invest in anything whatsoever because you would need this data?
But
Or is that
it's
so?
not for me. But I've never started one. I've
Yeah.
heard a friend of mine who once started a really promising project in cultivating agriculture
Yeah.
Agriculture.
That's good.
and those stuff. Ever since he was trying to gather information here and there. He even went to Morocco to do more research. But as well, still there are some
Yeah.
big gaps inside
Gaps in
those
there.
steps and those procedures. He can't just go ahead and invest all that money for unclear business or.
Yeah.
So it's still there are much obstacles in there.
Okay.
For someone who wants to know what he's doing, you
Yeah.
can. Otherwise, you're just going to copy the others. You're just going to imitate the others, and that won't be valuable. You need to search for adding value for these
Yeah,
people,
true.
and you can't know much about these people because
Yeah.
because it's not.
So can
it's
I-
never been studied before.
Yeah, can I-
Okay.
can I-
It's a chaos, bro.
Yeah, okay, chime in, say what you want.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
the way, I'm sorry for being
No,
like
it's okay.
dark here.
It's okay.
But it's the true reality. I
Yeah.
just want
This
to
is
be
the
honest.
true reality in your opinion. Yeah, we get it.
I would say
It's not
that
the
you
reality.
used to be saying something rational,
Yeah.
which is if the businessman is detail sensitive and he believes he has some sort of faith in organizing and knowing things beforehand, this is not the ground on which you can establish your own business.
Okay.
But if you are chaotic and you have that mentality, that not African mentality, but the Mauritanian mentality, which is just jump and try your chance and go through trial and error, I think this is a ground for you.
Yeah.
But if you are going just to study and apply some sort of research and so on and so forth,
Okay.
I think you might find some. If you've got some data, you will have it deceiving
Yeah.
because people are not honest that much, and as well the trend is elusive.
Okay.
Something might be demanded today, tomorrow it's not demanded. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's
And what do you think? Like, what is the reason behind that?
that's a good question.
Yeah, because like, yeah, what's the reason behind that? Is just because there are no stats? Like, why can't someone just like
No, just-
you have a business? Why don't you just study it? Why don't you
let-
just
let-
go
let me
ahead
tell you
and
something.
study what's the need and
That's
you know what I'm saying?
that's very good, sir. So here, as we know, we don't put that much faith in science.
Yeah.
We believe that experience is the invention, not the invention, the source of I would say flourishing and all of that.
Yeah, sure.
So that's the reason behind this. Because if we don't believe that marketing is good,
Yeah.
is helping, is science, and as well doing research is good for your own business well-being, I would say.
Yeah.
So So that's the source idea behind this. The source reason behind this is that, for example, if you came to a guy who's got a project and you tell him, okay, you have to do marketing. So he's going to tell you, okay, what's marketing? And you have to do something. You have to attract,
okay,
you
I
have to
see.
retain your own customers. You have to satisfy their needs and so on and so forth. He's not going to think of this in. Wait, let me tell him.
Yeah,
because he's more of output oriented.
Yeah.
Than value oriented.
Okay.
He just thinks of money and how much money he's going to gain from this. I'm not saying this just because I see some projects in some fields is that they extract money from you, but they are not taking you into consideration. Let's give an example, a simple example.
They don't give much.
Like you as a citizen, or
no, the telecommunication companies. I'm not going to satisfy.
Okay.
But one of them is not retaining the customers. Is not taking their own satisfaction into consideration.
Okay.
They sometimes even take your credit away from you. And it has happened to me like many times.
Okay.
So this is the context of it. So this is the idea.
Yeah, I mean, sort of corruption thing, but okay. Yeah, do you want to add something?
No. I've already clarified my opinion.
All right. So, like, if you were like when you talked about, oh no, they don't know about marketing. They don't know about those like marketing strategies. But isn't that your job to do? I'm talking about you as a person. If you want to invest in here, right? You have an audience. That's all what you need. You have people that are willing to get your whatever you're offering, like your service.
Yeah.
So why this is not applicable?
Okay,
that's the question.
I'm glad you brought it up by saying, why aren't you willing to invest in here?
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
I'm not willing to invest in here.
But why?
Because it doesn't worth it.
But you have audience that will take your service if they want it.
No, there is no audience. There's no audience that will accept that they'll accept. So this market has been, I can't say organized, but have been going in a certain way that once you come with that well-organized system, they're not going to be well received.
Oh.
They're not going to accept it in that way. And we know our people. We know how we used to receive the services. So if you have that mentality, you won't find much support here.
Okay.
And much of your support, your effort will go in vain. I don't think it's
empty-handed.
For me. In my opinion, I think you can, if you put invest that effort in somewhere else.
Yeah.
Will be much valued and much.
Well, like Morocco, for example.
Any other country but Mauritania, for sure.
Okay, that's kind of extreme. Okay, but okay, I understand.
Just one idea before moving on.
It's the reality and it's tough.
Yeah, just one idea.
Okay.
So from the perspective of the customer.
Yeah.
Or client. For example, if you are offering a high quality product, no matter what is the nature of that product, and you are not working so much on glimmering, for example.
Where's glimmering?
I would say lightening.
Oh, lights. Oh, yeah, lightning and all that. Yeah,
I would
light.
say if you are not advertising and exaggerating, people are not going to come to you.
Yeah.
Even if they came to you and they know that they are provided with high quality products, people here in our country, I would say, I'm not going to generalize, but this is the idea. They believe more in, I would say, they are attracted more not by the quality, but by the quantitative flow of customers, I would say.
Okay.
Understand me? For example, let's take an example.
Yeah.
You see, for example, a project that provides people with high quality products, and another one that provides people with low quality products.
Yeah, okay.
The one that is providing low quality products is advertising, exaggerating more than the one that is providing high quality products. People are going to be attracted by low quality. So we are not quality oriented, as I told you.
Yeah.
If we are going to apply and we need to satisfy our customers' needs and we need to retain them and we need all the time to be improving, this is going to drain you first as project owner.
Okay.
And second, you are not going to fulfill that much.
All right. So let me give you two scenarios. If you were to just to work for people or to start your own business, which one is like the better of, what's that word? The lesser of two evils. What's going to be the lesser of two evils?
Yeah, true. Go ahead.
Well, for me, you're getting me more into this business planning and business
and
Yeah.
strategies.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm not there yet
Yes.
to give much details about this stuff. But all I'm caring about now, or all I'm interested in now, is investing more into myself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
acquiring more skills,
That's
more
nice.
in-demand skills. I'm not talking about the market here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about outside this country.
Yeah. Skills stuff.
There are many skills that are much valued outside this country,
Yeah.
and I'm working on getting there.
Yeah.
As they, all this new generation are thinking of jumping over the.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that.
But then I-
We'll
okay,
definitely
but
talk about that.
what I'm saying, I'm acquiring much of, let's say, new skills
Mm-hmm.
that can be someone who has those skills can work with them wherever he is, like remotely. And
Yeah.
he
If
can
you-
have some job remotely.
If you were to live outside, right?
You can even start them from here,
Yeah.
but the services
destination is-
services are provided widely.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Value.
I'll just add something back to that.
Yeah.
To the question, I would say, of course, it's normal that it's known, logically speaking, that financial independence is fulfilled not by going by remoting to your, not remoting, I would say, but by having a regular job.
Yeah.
You go to it in the morning and you come back in the evening and you are going to fulfill your own financial independence, and that's not truthful. What is
Mhm.
known is that if you have your own business, it's better for you.
Okay.
So that's the logic of it.
In general,
In general.
it's better. Okay. I think it's enough with the business.
Yes,
All right.
please
let's just
move
let's
on
just
with
move
this
to something
business.
else. No, I just wanted to have people to understand what you guys are saying. You know.
Okay.
Let's just talk about motivation. And what is the definition of motivation for you, in your opinion, in your own words? And what are people that inspire you the most? And just touch on motivation and discipline, etc. Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to go ahead, Mohammed, first, or Yusuf?
Let's go.
It's fine with me. For what can I say exactly? Motivation. I'm motivated by many people around the world. I'm more into online stuff. I spend much of my time taking some courses, watching some podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm motivated by anyone who have achieved someone who has reached a certain level of independency
Mm-hmm.
on his own, so he's not waiting for someone to give him a hand
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah.
Someone who is independent,
Yeah.
whether it's financially or emotionally or anything. So he can stand on his own feet. So those people are really inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
And you said motivation.
Yeah. What is motivation for you? And
Definition of motivation. Motivation is anything that wake you up in the morning, excited to do. Motivation is what keeps you, drives you to move
Get you fired up.
and act and act away, act
that
up.
is not-
So
yeah.
what
Yeah.
drives you?
Yeah.
What drives you? It's motivation.
All right. And
guide
what about
you.
discipline? What is like?
Discipline is-
Would you would you prioritize discipline and motivation? And how do they come together to make you a better person?
Discipline is tough to be acquired. Actually, discipline is hard, and it's only gained after a long period of practicing it over and over.
Yeah.
And it's not only in one thing. Discipline it's something you apply on all your life, in your daily routine, in your studying and in work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lifestyle skill that people struggle to acquire and achieve.
Yeah. Everybody.
I'm working on myself to discipline myself in a certain area where I feel loose, can't control myself, watching stuff that can consume lots of my time with no benefit in return. I'm working on my discipline. Discipline definitely is the most important one.
Yeah.
With discipline, you don't need motivation. You just
Yeah.
go and do it. Go do it, and act
Alright.
immediately. So
Nice.
we need both,
that's
but
good.
discipline definitely is the most important one.
Okay, cool.
So just I define it simply by saying it's just the primitive flame that you have towards something, for example.
Okay.
You're just experiencing something new, and it seems to be interesting. And like for example, you feel that you are driven toward acquiring it or having it or getting it and whatever. So I think it's just the primitive sense of that. And discipline is more of everlasting, more of consistent feeling that you have, which is not comforting,
Yeah.
which is challenging, which drives you to do it no matter what. And that's, as you said, is a skill and it's not easy. We have tried many times to be disciplined. Sometimes you
Yeah.
discipline, and sometimes you don't feel like it, and you quit it. It's normal.
You feel at
It's
it.
humane because we are put on a survival mode. So everything that is challenging and is getting us out of our
Like
comfort
the-
zone is not. We don't feel like
Survival mode.
doing it. So I more of it's normal. It's general to say that motivation is cool, but discipline is the essence of any sort of achievement. So we need to be disciplined, of course.
Okay, Yusuf, how do you get your motivation from? Where do you get your motivation from? Is it just like
Once I
from
used
life or
I
from
used
people?
I used to really be in need of having motivation to get things started. I need to feel motivated to do this. I need motivation to start and those stuff. But once I've read a book, what is it? I think I don't remember its title, but the main idea is this: you don't need motivation, but as soon as you start it, then you can gain motivation.
Oh,
You
okay.
start first, and motivation will come first. Do not rely on motivation to start, because motivation won't last forever. You won't be inspired and feel actively going and energetic to do stuff. So motivation is not it will come after. You should not wait for motivation to start things.
To start,
And if we are trying to sort them out, to categorize them into two things, into two categories, I would say this: motivation is more emotional, and discipline is more mental.
Rational, yes.
Okay.
You see, so if you rely on your own emotions and desire to do things, you are not going to be disciplined.
Okay.
But
makes
if you are basing your own action and your own movement towards things on the basis of the mental analysis and on the basis of logic,
Yeah.
of course you are going to stick to it longer than your emotions, because sometimes emotions come and go.
Come and go.
So this is the idea.
Yeah. All right, Yusuf, what is your favorite quote?
I remember one about time,
Okay.
but
You don't remember exactly verbatim.
I don't know exactly the words, but it's mainly about time, and it's like you are time or something like that. You are time.
You
so
are
do
time.
not waste yourself and something like that.
Catchy.
It's-
Okay.
yeah.
Cheesy. All right. Okay. Cool.
It's raised. it's.
And who's your favorite-
Attention to your time.
Who is your favorite
It's the main research that you have, so.
Who is your favorite motivational speaker?
Vision speaker. Oh, I do remember his face
Yeah.
very well, but
You mean
his name is
John Rohan,
no, that's not.
Eric Thomas,
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's something Stacy. Oh, no,
Les
it's not
Brown?
Stacy. No.
Tasty?
No. This
Tasty?
his last name is. His
It's
speech-
probably
His
tasty.
speeches are tasty, definitely.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
see.
No. Oh, Brand Trace.
Brown Trace.
Brown Trace.
He's the author of.
Oh, authors?
Yeah, he's an author. He's a motivational speaker. He's an author of.
All right. Okay. So Muhammad.
I would say my like that.
Find it
I have
difficult
many.
to remember the
I
names.
listen to many, by the way, like just 3 of them.
So into the mic.
Okay, the first one is like there are many. Okay, so I will categorize them on the basis of my own
Okay.
preference. I would say the first one is John Rohan. I recommend that to all.
Joe Rogan.
Joan Rohan.
Oh, Joan Rogan.
Joan Rogan.
Oh, I don't know that one.
To all the
Who's he?
listeners, he's an American salesman
Oh.
and motivational speaker. He
Okay.
passed away recently, I would say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But he's got books, and he's
Same as
like, if
the
you
one
listen
I'm
to his
talking
own, to his own preaching,
Yeah.
I would say he's really knowledgeable, and he's relying his motivation more on logic than emotion.
Then emotion. Okay.
So I have John Rohan. There is Eric Thomas. He's known. He
Oh,
has
Eric
a new
Thomas,
book.
yeah.
Owe Yourself, or You Own Yourself, a new book. And there
Yeah.
is the last one. Is Les Brown.
Oh yeah, I know Les
Les
Brown.
Brown.
Rest in peace, Les Brown.
Yeah.
Can I say Yarahmo or no? But okay.
So just before passing,
Yeah.
you asked what is your favorite motivational quote.
Yeah, quote. Yeah.
So I have a quote which is I use it all the time. It's use it or you lose it.
Use it or you lose it.
So you apply this on use it or you lose it.
Whether-
on the basis of all the aspects in the like on the basis of your aspect.
Yeah, like
Your
skills.
life's aspects. So,
Mm-hmm.
so if you don't use yourself to do better things,
Okay.
you are decaying.
Mm-hmm.
So you are dying. If you don't use your brain, you will lose. If you don't use your own body and you try to shape your physicality,
Okay.
you are going to lose your body and you are going to be feeble. So,
All right. Okay. Now we'll move on. We're gonna talk about
What?
relationships.
Oh no.
But in a sense of what
In a
is
respectful way.
yeah. So for you, Yusuf and Suhan, what is a real man? Like, who is a real man for you? Right?
Here
Who's a
we go.
real man?
that's hard to define, by the way.
I mean, yeah, but for you,
Okay.
who's a real
let
man?
let me tell you this. All your questions are more of like deep question of
Yeah.
Deep. Okay.
Challenging.
That's good.
I didn't prepare for this,
Slippery.
so I don't know what to say exactly. I need to be like preparing for this deep because this is more insightful,
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
thoughtful question.
Okay.
What is a real man? This is
Yeah. Reflective.
philosophical.
Yes.
A man the one who can get the job done.
Okay.
And one
That's nice. Nice. Yeah. That's
Get the job done in all aspects.
That's
in
nice.
all
That's-
aspects.
In all
Yes.
aspects. Good.
That's
I
nice.
told you try not to move in that direction. Okay. Okay, let's keep going.
Just define it blatantly and
Yeah.
obviously, I would say.
Yeah.
It's just like what he said, but I would say this: a man is a human creature
Yeah.
who can take everything that is negative
Hmm.
and turn it into something positive.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's
Leader.
dope. That's dope.
So that's it.
It definitely needs
Wonderful.
a bomb there, but okay.
Got a bomb in it?
Great. All right. Okay. And who is a real woman?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to be.
Bro, we don't have the gender war here. So
Like, when do you call a woman? When
it's
do
a
you?
logical thing.
When a woman is 10 for you?
Okay.
When is she 10? Like 10 on 10?
Okay, I would say this. When it's exactly you are able to say this is 10
Okay.
woman, right?
Oh.
So I think there are some characteristics, but I will say just 2 of them.
Okay.
I don't want to defend anyone.
You
All
said
right.
10?
And I will articulate only 2.
Oh,
There are
Okay.
many. The first one is femininity.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman is feminine and
wonderful.
she's submissive and she's able to take her own role, of course, it is not diminishing her own
Okay.
importance and significance.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 10. That is a 10. If
Okay.
she's not masculinated by media and she's trying to take the role of masculine,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's dope.
Okay. Great.
This is the first thing. The second thing
Well-
is she's able to communicate.
Okay.
If you are going to I would say consult me
Mm-hmm.
by saying what is the only thing that is really important in a woman to be easygoing and to be understanding, I would say communication. If a woman is able to communicate her own needs and emotions and she understands you and she is able to sit down with you and discuss with you,
Mm-hmm.
of course the relationship is going to be
Yeah, that makes
long-lasting.
sense. True,
So
I
those
agree.
are the 2 things I think.
Mm-hmm. And you, Yusuf?
well, that's well said, mashallah. I can't add anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say? It's
You said you can't add anything.
Yeah, I can't add anything.
Okay,
Inshallah, well
so if you were to marry, right? If you were to marry here in Mauritania, who would be like what a man should marry a woman based off? You know, for a better marriage, for a marriage that's gonna sustain, it's gonna maintain for
Okay.
as long as it can.
That's
Oh,
nice.
wow,
That's
what
nice.
can I say? We turn into.
I don't know, man.
A social
You're a
expert.
man.
No, I just
Well, grown
all I
up?
can say this.
Okay.
anyone who are entering this state of life where he going to choose his partner, it's going to be all about this. At the end of the day, it's going to be all about understanding your own personality. So if you really understand yourself, you will know which type of people you will get along with, which type of people you feel comfortable being around and living with. Yeah. So if you really understand yourself, what type of character do you have, what type of people who you are,
compatibility,
then you can easily see and choose the
right one.
The right one.
So I would say this. I just add something.
So
as we know, I'm not going to claim anything that is not truthful on the basis of my own observations and my own experiences.
Yeah.
Or my own experience, I would say this. You have to choose someone that is able to build with you. And that's not the case here, unfortunately. I'm not, by the way, offending anyone. To be offensive.
I mean, that's your real opinion.
They are already offended.
Yeah. Just because, like, nowadays, when you see the things that are trendy, is that societal norms are changing into a really slippery trajectory, I would say. Family nowadays is not important.
Yeah, true.
So when you see two people come together to build a family, they are not building a family. They are conducting a business.
True.
You see?
That's a tough one.
That's good.
So just to be realistic and
that's a big claim right there.
That's a good one.
So you see whether the man is trying to play his own character in order to fit, right? And to just experience things. I don't know what other things are, but I'd say he's just trying to have some sort of adventures. And the woman as well is not trying to. She's just trying to maybe not gain money by this.
Yeah.
But I would say she's trying first to satisfy the societal needs by getting married, and second of all, she's just seeing things as business.
Yeah.
And the man as well.
Okay.
So this is what I see. If you happen to find a person who is building a family, stick to that person.
Okay.
This is what I'm advising someone to to get a decision that is on the basis of construction and not distraction. So this is my own take on this. But I'm not trying to offend, as I said, I'm just verbalizing maybe what I see realistic.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is that you drop a big bomb over there, and good luck with that.
A bomb that is bigger than any bomb I have here.
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
I'm not claiming that. I'm not claiming that the majority of women here are trying to conduct a business as the same way as a man. But I'm saying the societal representation of marriage.
Right now.
It's family is not sacred. Family is just a stage.
Yeah.
So the man doesn't care and the woman doesn't care. That's why I say this.
All right.
So it's not because they are money driven, and it's not because men are adventure driven, but just because of the society and those norms and those things.
Good. But does the blame go like both ways, or like mainly from the female?
Of course, both ways.
Yeah. Okay.
Because right now we are at a point which is really devastating to our own ability to survive as a country. Nowadays, the number of marriages is decreasing.
Yeah.
Not because women are not wife material, or men are playful, but because of the society and how things are played out, and how elderly people advising their own youthful siblings, I would say, what's that word? Their own offspring, to take and to see marriage in that particular way. Yeah. Because it's known that men are not taking responsibility and women are not taking as well responsibility of trying to renovating the gaps within the relationship and trying to survive together.
Okay.
The first problem, like the man runs away and the woman starts complaining, and they are not trying to find a mutual ground on which they can discuss
Yeah, that's true.
And as well, don't forget the societal demands is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
The societal demands are really heavy loaded, because the man is expected to be a bank,
Yeah.
and the woman as well must comply to the societal norms and the societal demands in